Still looks as though he's got loads of energy.
Yeah. He's very cuddly this morning.
And just even in that slightly deeper outline, just feel as though you can push your hands forward and send him a little bit more forward. So lots of tiny little changes of tempo with him. Good. So. Yeah, make sure he's straight as well. So you can straighten the neck on the right and he doesn't then fall through the right shoulder. Good. Set. And then a bit more of a stretch out with his nose. Good. And then obviously past the door, you're going to have to then bend him a little bit more. But on the long side, make sure that you can then stretch him right out through his neck. Yeah, good. Very good. So sometimes he's expecting you to take him back a bit more in the corner. So sometimes then when you kind of feed the hand forward, it flummoxes him a bit. So he's like, oh, why isn't she pulling me back? That's not usual. Good, nice. And then back in the trot again. Flexion right. Good. Yeah, well done. Very good. Good. Now let him trot on a bit. There. Good. So he's carrying his own his head and working through his top line. That's it. And then back again without the nose coming in. Good. Very nice. Some transitions down to walk and up to trot without losing that stretching the nose away. That's it. Otherwise he kind of draws back in his shoulders and then just kind of clamps down to walk. So again, just kind of feel as though you get the nose away from you and you lengthen that line out in front of you. Good. Yes, better. And then trot on again. Yep. Good. And then longer neck again. Stretch out. Yep. Good. And then walk again with the front legs out away from you. That's it. So you don't get that disturbance in the rhythm as you land and walk. So you just walk straight away into the rhythm that is relaxed and soft. Good. And longer frame. Yes. That's better. Because that's again when we can start working him a bit more up and out in his neck. That's where then you'll get that front leg away from you more. So you've got to stretch him with his nose away from him, and you've got to sort of ride him engaged and up with his nose away from his chest. Good. And then trot again. Yep. Very good. Okay. Then start to ride the balance up a little bit more in the neck. So gradually start to engage him a bit more behind, half halt him with your upper body. Good. And then forward. Good. And then half halt back again. Lower the croup, shoulders up, nose out. Good. And then forward again. That's it. Good. And then back again. Yep. Super. Good. Now try to keep the same rhythm with your rising. Watch he doesn't kind of take a short, long stride. Keep him straight. So. Straighter in the right rein. That's it. And then not half round neck. Either really up and really out or really down and really stretched. Not in that comfort zone neck. There we go. Good there. Good there. No faster than that. Steady, steady, steady. Good. Don't speed him up too much. Have impulsion but not speed. Because otherwise if you then ride him too fast, that's where he then collapses over in the neck again. So. Inflate him, not kind of let him fire off. We'll do that later. That's it. Brrr. Back again, neck's too short, pole's too low. That's it. Because they want to kind of go in that half round neck again. So correct the balance again. So that basic work here, that you're still keeping him up in the pole, nose forward. Good. And then use your inside leg in the corner. Yeah. Good. Good. And again, it's too short in the neck. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Up more. Yeah. Sit there, 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 there. Good. And again, half halt. Yeah. Half halt and get his hind legs under a bit more and his pull up more. That's it. There. There. So think about like an event horse galloping down a steep hill and it's got to jump an upright at the bottom. You want to make sure that the horse's shoulders are up, and that's the same with him. Just kind of feel as though your back is getting him to sit down and to lift up. Sit down behind and lift up in front. That's it. There. And that's really with your working in phase of what you've got to do, is get the balance that you will want to then ride your exercises from. So stretching him into warming him up, then working him a bit more up in the balance in the working in phase, and then starting to then put exercises onto that and maintaining that same balance. And that's even all about it really, but it's hard. It's hard to keep that balance. So I think you've got to be really clear with him that on those straight lines and those basic corners, that's all you need to work on, is to get that balance with him more in an advanced frame with his pole high and his croup low. And then the moment you then start to ride half pass or a circle or a shoulder in, that's going to affect that balance. So you've got to do the same correction during a half pass as you're doing on a straight line. What's that? Yeah. So again, just make sure that that neck is up, croup low, not too much inside flexion the whole time. Sometimes counter bend him a bit this way. Yeah, and then the pole's got to be higher, croup's got to be lower. That's it. Good. And again, sitting back, which will get the shoulders up. There, good. Good, Kathy. There, 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 there. Good. Well done. And that's enough trot. Think for collected trot, it's a short stride and an even rhythm. Again, watch you bending him left again. That's it. Good. Now go make some leg yields into the centre line. So again, even in the leg yield, make sure that he stays up in his pole and he keeps his hind legs under. Good. Lighten your hands. Good. Use your body to steer him in the leg yield. Good. Now ride straight and track right at A. Good. No bigger trot than this, but still maintain balance. Pull up. Half halt. Again, too short in the neck in the corner. Yeah. There. And it will feel alien because of course the feeling that he's been giving you in the snaffle is so kind of stuck and strong. That feeling where you sort of just open your hand forward and he carries himself, it will feel bizarre. You know, first of all it's going to feel alien and he's going to go quite light in the hand. Then you've got to then train him within that frame to then take the snaffle a bit more. Good. But if he can't do it in that trot, he ain't going to do it in a more powerful trot. That's it. Good. That's very nice. Watch again, he's dropped. Headpiece the highest point. Yeah. 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 Don't worry. Now relax. Relax. Good. Now ride more forward up the school towards the... because he kind of goes a bit too sideways and loses his engagement. Pull up again. Correct him in the corner. Good, good. And now ride to A. Right leg, right leg, right leg. Good, good. It's not just using your sideways leg. You've got to use your non-sideways leg to ride the trot. Yeah, good. Well done. Yeah. That's it. Good trot. Of course, he's got to be off your leg. So when you use your leg, he's got to react. But make sure that he's not to then just go really fast everywhere with a half round neck. And then make the outset. Good, good. And then bring him back again. Yeah. And then go again. More. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Good with your hands. Well done. Yeah. He sort of goes into like a daydream, doesn't he? That's it. Good. Plenty. Yeah. And back, nose out. Yes. Good. Well done. Good. Have a little break. And then we'll work him a bit in the canter up in the balance. So So if you take away all the exercises that he can do, that you're still left with a really good balance. I think that's got to be the key now. Because you've got the equipment to be able to get that now, whereas before you didn't. You know, then it's being really meticulous about it. And it will be a different way of riding him, because of course before you've had to do whatever you can to get him as soft as you can, whereas actually now he's more respectful. He's there. And take your leg off and give him a bit of a kick. And again, hands forward. Good. Yeah. Good. Pat him. Good. So he's a little bit more sensitive to you taking your leg away. That's it. And again. Up. No reaction still. Yeah. Pat him. Good. Yeah. Good. Well done. And that's where he's got to be more sensitive to your leg. Because he's now sensitive to your hands. Now you've got to then make him equally sensitive to your leg, and then he'll feel more stable. Yeah, good boy. Well done. The first thing is then when he goes off your leg, is that he brings his pole up. So I think that key thing is, like, if he's dropping his pole, he's not off your leg. He's off the rein, but he's not off the leg. Whereas before you couldn't use your leg because then you just tank off. Or get stronger. Okay, let's go on in the canter then. Yeah, good, nice and straight. Watch the balance. Watch that neck. Doesn't go gangly. Good. Turn those hands over, thumbs on top. Good. Now right shoulder in. Engage him in the shoulder in. Good. There. Yeah, leave the neck there. That's brilliant. Super job. I think also it's a bit easier to get the balance in the canter because it's either really good or not, or really bad. Trot, he can kind of morph in, going a bit crooked, a bit Spider-Man, a bit spaghetti. Good. Now sit him in the corner. Ride those corners better. You don't just relax in those corners. Again, engage him, set him up for the next movement. Rebalance him, repackage it. Good. He's a bit straighter, quarters are coming right. Good. Centre line, ride straight. Good balance. Lighten your hands. More leg. Come, more in front of your leg. Yeah. Good. Good balance. And again, before the corner, make sure you half halt. Sit, pull up, and ride the turn. Good. Under, behind. Bit quicker from your leg. Yeah. Bit more reactive to your leg. And more. More reactive. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. And that's what he's got to do after that first little touch with your leg. It's got to be straight away in front of them. So think about more horse coming in front of the saddle than behind the saddle. That's it. Good correction. Poles dropping. Just behind your leg. Yeah. Good. Good. And a bit quicker still. Day 3. Day 3 of AM Dressage. Kathy's got to get him a little bit more in front of the leg. Much better balance though. Good. Okay, travers on the long side. And again, don't let him drop his pole. North pole, not south pole. Good. That's it. Up. Balance again as you finish. So think not just sort of relaxing your travers aids, putting the straightness aids on again. And again, a little bit on and back. Yeah. Good. Light lower leg, quick lower leg. That's it. Good. Well done. Good. Lovely. And then sitting back again and then ride onto your centre line again with your shoulder into the right. More forwards. Set. Yeah. Don't worry. Left leg, left leg, left leg. Good. Because again, on the centre line, you can't just lean against the wall. You know, and that's where that sort of contact issue then gets sorted out. So again, think about then making sure that you ride enough in from the track as well. You know, even if you're in a small arena like this, that you still could ride your centre lines, you can still ride in from your walls. Yeah, good. Now under. Into the left rein. Lighten your right hand. Good, good. Now really ride that turn. Yes, don't just leave him to kind of collapse in a heap, because he will. That's it, good, now a bit forwards. Good, and then collect again, super. Good, very nice. And start to now sit him back a bit more, without drawing the neck in. Strong back. Yeah, that's it. Good, and then go on again. He's crooked, shoulders right. Yes. Good. And then centre line again. Yep. And watch the neck. Pole's too deep. Just too deep still. Left leg. So don't bend that neck so much. Remember, like yesterday in the trot, again, make sure he's on your outside rein and that you could flex the neck to the left. Turn the shoulders right. Yeah, but still keep the neck straight. Good, good, good. Better. And that's then going to help for your half pass, that the quarters won't then lead. That's it. It's got to be on the outside rein. Relax your inside hand. Better. Left leg a bit. Much better. And the canter's then more up and down off the floor. Good. Circle. And then just give him a break. Make sure he's under behind. Good. Good. Hands up together. Hands up together. Don't flex the neck. Push the hind legs under. Yeah. Yeah. Ride the back end. Ride the back end. Good. Good. Yeah. Long rein. Good. So tempting to kind of flex the neck looser, which makes him disconnected. You've got to think about making him more under, so he pushes himself under behind, so the shoulders then come up, so he takes the contact a bit more. It's just, again, it's the next way of riding him. You know, it's not what you've been doing in the past is wrong, it's a different situation now. You've got to then start to then think about keeping him straight and within that box to get him to lower behind. Because the more you flex the neck, the looser the shoulders become, and therefore he becomes kind of too soft. You've got, yeah, and you've got to kind of get him to step under a bit more. Kind of use that analogy that he's leaving his back end out on the ramp of the trailer. You want to sit him under, get that back board on, so that you can then get him to lift up through the shoulder a bit more. You know, don't worry about you lose the outline a little bit halfway, because that's again where he's got to then listen or push a bit more from behind, as opposed to he can't then lean on you, and then he gets a bit cross about that.
When you know, at the second half of that second leg, you say use the left leg.
Because he wants to kind of drift out to the left.
Okay.
The shoulder's still in, but he changes the line. Yeah. So if you had sort of like like a badminton where they kind of mow the centre line, your hind legs wouldn't be on that centre line. It morphs into a bit of a leg yield. Okay, let's have a canter left then. So get the collected walk with him up in the balance, under behind. You could ride your walk pirouette. So again, like there, he's got to then not trip, he's got to push under. Alphabeti spaghetti. Do you have that in Germany? Alphabeti spaghetti. Yeah, under. Shoulders back yourself. Carry hands. That's it. Because again, he wants to kind of go in the walk and go a bit too kind of loose and floppy. Collected walk, engaged. That's it. Pull up. Again, he's not through enough in the walk, and then paid the price in the transition. So again, make sure he's off your left leg. That's it. Walk him in a shoulder in. Yeah. Good. Yeah, he can't lean on you, and that's why he gets a bit temperamental. Good. And more engagement. That's it. Good. Okay. There you go. Now allow him to canter. So it's a slightly different sort of preparation now. You've got to feel as though he's like, I suppose if he's like a spring, that you would then coil him up and squash him together in walk, and then you allow that to then jump up to canter, whereas before it was like push to canter. It's got to be now release to canter. And I think that's also, again, like we were doing yesterday within your canter transitions to walk, really had him up together, really compressed, so that you allowed him to walk, as opposed to thought about bringing him back. And that's the same as you go forward. You allow him to go forward because you have the same compression in his body as if you were in canter, allowing him to walk. So it's the same lift you get into whether you're going from halt, down to halt, or up to gallop. Closing back in that same half halt. Good. And it's the same half halt as you go out into your half pass from. Now see if you can then build that canter a little bit more on the hind leg, a little bit more up in the pole. Just change the balance so that the water would run down his neck as opposed to down his face. If I put a bucket of water on his head. There we go. Down the neck or down the nose. There we go. Very good. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Good. And then he can multitask. He can stay straight, he can stay canter, and have a poo. Good. Well done. Now ride your centre line. That's the really nice balance now. Yeah. Oh. Again, be really careful about riding him totally straight from your leg into your rein. You know, one day that's a canter pirouette happening there in the Grand Prix, yeah? And that's where you've got to kind of think, even at a medium level, that you've got to make sure, advanced medium 98, you're doing a trot transition there. A really easy 8. But you've got to make sure that you don't just kind of flop onto the centre line. You've got to come onto the centre line positive. Good. Really good. That's nice. And again, carefully balance him onto the short side. Don't let him drift. Yeah. Good. Shoulder in on the long side. And again, a little bit more canter. Watch the pole. Check the balance. Make sure he's on the hind leg. Good. And then straighten up again. And then sit him a little bit more before you make your turns. And again, shoulder in. Not too much flexion in the neck. And now sit him back a bit more. There. That's it. Anytime you drop the shoulders, or he drops the pole, he drops the shoulders. So again, think about your shoulders coming back and sitting him back down again. And that will constantly want to happen. Yeah, good. A little bit more energy to the canter there. Really good in the pole. Really good balance. Yeah, great. Pattern. Good boy. Then come on the circle again. The half passes and the shoulder ins will give you the idea of how he needs to be on the straight line. Good. Okay, come on your centre line again and ride shoulder in. Good. Push that right shoulder up. Yeah. Very good. And then engage him a little bit forward on the long side, but gradually up in the balance. Bit of medium, light hand. Yeah, more uphill. That was down on those front legs there. More up. That's it. There. Keep him up there. Up there. Sit back. Push the front end up. Better. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. Again, don't then panic and then start to pull his head back in again. Good. Just a bit. It was just a bit too much, but that's a better situation to be in. Come on. And canter. Good. Up. Allow. Allow. Good. 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 Now sit back again. Push him under. Yeah, that's it. Very good. Just come once more. Again, sit him. Yep, medium with an uphill balance. Still 2 on your hand. There, there. He's still down in the shoulder there. Sit him back more. That's it. Good. Lighten the hand. Strong back. Quick leg. Yeah, go on, don't worry. Again, don't pull him back down again because he wants you to do that. There you go. Up in the shoulder, up in the shoulder. Yeah. Legs. Yeah, good, good, very good. Because he can't, if he's so shut down in the neck, he can't come up and forward with the shoulder. Yeah. Okay. Let's go one more. Good. Up, up, up. Set. And back again. Good. Now back on the circle. Well done. Good. Okay, give him a little stretch and then another break. Good boy. Really nice. And just longer in the frame. There. And again, really let him stretch out. Yes, good. Very good. Just got to kind of build up a bit more trust in him now, because of course you've got better control. You can let him off the hook a bit more. I think also there, when he comes a bit too high in the neck, don't worry about that, because that's just a bit of an overreaction in the way that he needs to be now. He's like, oh my God, I'm losing control, and then you shut him back down again. You want to always feel that even if you touch bath water, you can see that there is there's water in there. You want to feel like with him, when you touch him with the leg, that he actually responds to it, even though it's not necessarily what you wanted. You want to feel as though you can disturb the rhythm, and I think that's the key thing with any horse, is that if you can't affect the way that they move by a really subtle movement, they're not reactive enough. But then comes the part then when you've got to not panic when they do actually react. It's also sometimes it's, yeah, exactly. Oh my God, he just shot off with me. Oh, I actually used my leg. Because okay, back to your trot again, and then we'll ride some shoulder ins and some half passes in the trot. And again, just go after that slightly bolder trot. Now you've got a better connection. Not so reactive now. Good. Now collect the walk. Yeah. So kind of think about, as you're going to trot, a little bit like you do before you're doing your medium canter. Just kind of sit him back a bit and then allow him to trot. Springs down behind and then allow. Yeah, because that will then make for more of a direct transition up. It will make for a better balance in the transition up as well. So it just looks easy. Good. And I think to yourself, collected trot won't feel particularly exciting. It's the exercises that you do in collected trot that are the exciting bit. Because working trot obviously feels more swingy, you feel more movement there, but you're only doing your 10 metre circles and your 50 metre circles in your working trot. You can't really ride initially when the horse is sort of green at the level, massive sort of power within the exercises, because you lose balance, and that's again that's what we were talking about yesterday. The judge will say losing balance, losing angle, and then under behind before you trot again. So, yeah, good. Okay, shoulder in on the long side, in that rhythm. Not too much neck bend. Poles too deep. Half halt. Under behind. Quick leg. Yeah, good, good. That's it. And this again, remember it's training, so don't worry about him being in a different heights of neck. Get him into the optimum. Yeah, that's good there. Yeah. Now a bit more trot. Good, good. That's it. So again, remember your seat and your hands are saying shoulder in and your legs saying trot. Good balance. And once more with the shoulder in. Good. And make sure that he's in a good balance. He's too deep. So again, sit. Good. Bit of leg. Yeah. 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 Good. Well done. Okay, now come on the 20 metre circle again, and then just ride some tempo changes in the trot. Feel that you can then get him to step more through from behind. Yeah, don't worry. Now trot again, that's fine. Up, up, up. Good. Good. Front end higher. Shoulders up. Don't worry. Don't worry. Good. Go through that. Yeah. That's it. Good. And then shoulder in again. Bit more angle. There. Good. Well done, Kathy. Now go on the centre line and ride shoulder in right. And again, make sure that he's balanced within the shoulder in on the centre line. So, pole up. More energy. Good. Very nice. Good. Now balance that turn, under behind again, and then ride a half pass from M into the centre line. Good. That's it. And then right leg, ride more forward towards A. Yep. Good. And then ride straight again. More under. Track right again. And shoulder in again. Bit more trot. Quicker. Quicker. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Now keep the pull up by driving the hind leg through now. That's it. Good. Because the format of the shoulder in is really good now, so you can then start to think about them pushing the hind leg more through. Yeah. Good. That's it. Keep the rhythm. Very nice. Good. Keep that energy. Yes. There. Good. Good. Although even though he was a bit sort of strung out in the corner, he was more under behind. Good. And then come up the centre line at C and then ride a half pass to the right. But think forwards towards K. Keep those half passes forwards and flowing. Pull up. Under behind. Under behind. Too deep. Inside leg. Good. Yeah. Good. Remember your inside leg in the corner. Now new inside leg in the corner to push the pull up. Push him out to the contact. Fab. Well done. Just like that. And again, inside leg. Come. Good. That's it. So even though sometimes it's more inconsistent, you're starting to get more energy through. Yes. It's a bit like an icing bag. You've got to get all the icing from the back end into the front end. Good. Okay, good. Shoot shot this way then. Ride your shoulder in. Bit straighter. Again, he's bending left too much and dropping the left side. Flex him a bit right. Anybody think he's done a 3-day course and worked hard this weekend? Is your battery life going? Yeah, good boy. Yeah. He's got more energy than most have had today. Good boy, there, lovely. Set. Don't let him bend left. Keep him straight in the right. Good. And again, a little bit of counter flexion right. Yeah. Yeah. Good boy. Go on the long side then, flex him a bit right, bring the quarters in. Just make sure he's off your right leg in a straight way, but also in a forward way, because he's wanted to kind of dissipate out through the right side of his body and flex his neck left. So do the opposite, bend him a bit right and get him to push a little bit to the left. That's better. So even though sometimes he's not giving you a feeling that he's got loads of energy, make sure that you secure him so that he's energy efficient. Triple glazing on the right side. That's it, and a bit more energy again. Come. Yeah, good. There we go. Shoulder in with no left bend. Keep him straight on that right rein. Good, no more angle. Good, good, good. No more trot from your right leg as well. Yeah, don't worry, go on, keep going with that. Keep going. Yes, give him the solution. Good. Because sometimes when he's like there he was at E, he was kind of drawing back a bit. He was like, I think you've got to give him the confidence and say, right, come on, keep going. Good. There you go. And again, keep going, keep going. Good. Well done. And then ride a half pass. So again, shoulders leading. Not too much bend in the start. Think more about him coming to the coming to A. Now ride forward to A, forward to A, forward to A. And then engage him again. To the left. Yeah. Lighten your hands. Good. Good. Very nice. And again, keep him coming forward into the contact. Left leg, left leg, left leg. Push him up the school. Bit more engaged. Yeah. That's it. Good. Under. Quicker. Yeah. Once more with the half pass left. Good. There, there, there. Good. And both legs right forward to the bit. There you go. Good. Good. And straight again. Super. and then make a track left, and then make a shoulder in again on the long side. Yeah, both legs to both reins. Again, feel him into the snaffle rein from your leg. Push him into the snaffle rein from your leg. That's it. Good. Well done. That's it. Active again. Good. Now just go on the straight line and then ride him a bit forward and up to the bridle there. Good. So sort of play about with some lengthening and shortening without him then dropping down onto your hand. Under. Good. Good there. Yeah, well done. Okay, on the diagonal with a bit of medium trot, but keep the pull up, keep the balance up through the shoulder. Good. And then forward on the way back. Don't just draw the hand back. Push him forward to the hand and collect him with your seat. Once more, good rhythm in the medium there. So leave him out there. Leave him up and out. Up and out. Keep him straight. He's bending left again. So just watch that right shoulder's falling right. So as you're going on the diagonal from right to left, think of riding a shoulder forward to the left all the way across, because you'll see on the video that as he gets more towards K, his right shoulder's then kind of pushing out. There you go. Good. Nice. And good on the way back. Just go once more MXK. And think at the end, you're ending up in shoulder in left. And those shoulders left and left. That's better. Good. And then he's easier to bring back because he doesn't kind of fall down in a heap. Good. And then you'll see that on the short side. So especially once once you having to sort of ride medium trot to shoulder in or medium trot to centre line and half pass, that will really help with your balance. Good. But it's good, even though he's a bit tired today, he's still going, and that's the good thing about him. He's still doing enough. You just got to still keep on making him straight. Of course, don't worry about him struggling, because of course, if you exercise him properly in the gym, you are going to feel the burn, and it's a little bit with him. Because he can't just kind of do the exercising correctly now, because he can just lean on your hand and pull you onto his shoulders. Of course, he's going to struggle with it. So he's not going to give you positive feedback about it. He's going to be going, "Oh my God, this is hard work," and that's sometimes where he just does that little bit in his neck. That's where he's just struggling with his balance, and he's feeling the burn. So again, make sure that also once you've then worked him really up, that you really stretch him out again. He's got enough muscles to support himself now, as much as one of 18 to. It's obviously hard work for all of them. Good. Give him a good stretch off in the trot. I think that will do. Yay! That's been a really good weekend. It's just developing that engagement, that uphill balance and straightness. It's through everything. Because everything, he's so willing.
Yeah. You need to almost be careful that you don't do too much. So at home, I ride him maybe 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Not crazy or anything.
No.
I'm very pleased because you've done a lot of things for me.
Good.
That I can still
Yeah. And it's also hard with a willing horse, because you want to get it right. And then, of course, when you want to get it right, then you don't actually ask specifically enough. So it's making sure that you get your ingredients together and the balance together separate from the exercise, and then go and ride the exercise, because he knows the exercises so well. Yeah. I think sometimes when you sort of take him aside and explain it a little bit more to him about, this is what I mean when I'm saying half halt, this is what the balance setting I want now. And he's like, oh yeah, okay then. Yeah. And then you just then put that into a shoulder in, or put that into a half pass.
Yeah. I think the main thing, that shoulder rein, on this rein, on the left rein, I never got it, because he was always through that shoulder.
And that shows that by riding on the centre line. That will also show up in your half pass left. You know, he'll want to always lead with the quarters.
Yeah.
So by riding travers is also a really good exercise for him. So like we're doing like travers to shoulder in yesterday and the day before.
See, the first day, my centre lines were, oh.
Yes, that's in the middle. The key is centre. The hokey cokey on the centre line. But of course he's so good at anticipating half past, sometimes he was like, right, I know what we're doing, we're going to go half past now. So it was like a big shock when you said, no, I'm not, we're just going straight on the centre line. Well, it's got to be more complicated than that. It can't just be a centre line with a really engaged canter. What are you talking about? Good, you got any questions? Yeah.
Is that too short?
No. No. Worry more about where the headpiece is.
Yeah.
It's almost that you've got to think the rein length's fine. It's your confidence to kind of do that.
Yeah.
But then push out, you know, push him out to the bit. It's more to do with getting him to, like Adam was talking about yesterday in the demos, where you're getting him to place his hind legs, which makes all the difference to the shoulders. It's not really a neck issue anymore. It's a pelvis to wither issue. Because he's so keen sometimes to go sideways, like you say, spaghetti. You know, he snookers himself because he goes too sideways. He bites off far more than he can chew. You know, and you've got to think about it. It's from one step to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Which is nice. Nice that he does that and is prepared to do that. Because horses don't like losing their balance, you know.
No, and if we set wrong or something, just ignore it. It's like, when you ride yours,
Yeah.
do you ride it every time?
On stretch days, I tend to put them in the snaffle. But work, I will put them in the double, yeah. Because that's, you know, from my point of view, FEI level, I have to ride them in a double. So they have to go every day. These got to be the normal. I think sometimes the horse will give me a better feeling in the snaffle because I can be, they take the contact more.
Yeah.
But no, I would do my school and work in a double. But again, if he's going nice in a double all the time, he's not picking up bad habits of going badly in a snaffle, and then he thinks he can then challenge that in a double again. So, you know, I think it's all the time remembering whatever you're doing, you're training him. You know, so from the moment that you're on his back, you are training him to do whatever he is doing. So when you allow him to do something, that is giving him positive feedback of what he's doing. So again, if you're allowing him to come against your hand and pull and be strong and be on the forehand, A, it's working muscles that you shouldn't be using. B, it's mentally giving him control over you. And thirdly, it's then going to upset the equilibrium again, so that you then lose confidence in it has to then come from the hind leg. It was good to see them over 3 days as well, because I mean the first day they were a little bit on their toes and the rider's a little bit worried, and the second day is usually probably the best day because they've still got enough energy, but then third day is a good consolidation day as well. So it's also, even though you haven't got that expression that you had yesterday, you can still achieve a really balanced shoulder in, and inevitably in a test, on the second test, they're going to be a little bit tired. So and that's the qualifier one, and that's the one that's probably harder than the first one, so that you're going after getting better control, so that you nail where potentially there'll be the 8s in the first test, you can still get your 7.5, because it's just missing that little bit of sparkle. It's not then being a 6 because it's losing in straightness, dropping the pole. You can still be up in the pole and be a bit flat and tired.